Inisyu po na ating Presidente ang Proclamation number 572 na rinirevoke po yung amnestia na ibinigay kay Senator Trillanes. No?
They would go to great lengths, even make themselves look stupid para lang to get rid of me. Sabi ko nga, isa lang ang hamon ko eh. Matatapos na ako sa buhay ni Mr. Duterte. Pumirma siya ng waiver para magkaalaman. Diba? Kung mali ako, magre-resign ako. Sabi ko, papasok pa ako sa kulungan eh. Hindi ko na kailangan gumawa ng ganitong mga kalokohan. Diba?
Sir, for the record, anong year kayo nag-file ng form yung sinasabing hindi na pinay?
Noong 2010 yan. Alam niyo, ano yan eh, imagine niyo, bakit ako bibigyan ng amnesty kung hindi ako nag-apply? That is a very, very clear requirement kasi yun yung tatanggapin mo yung conditions nung nag-grant ng amnesty. So yun.
Pero sabi dun, sir, sa report, wala daw sa files, walang na-i-file?
Hindi yan. Sabi ko nga sa'yo, maraming pwede magpatotoo niyan. At hindi pwedeng ang question mo yung application form. Hindi. Ito na nag-grant na eh. Di ba?
So hindi mag-grant
Sir, you will not resist arrest, pero sabi ninyo, sir, hindi nyo naman pinaniniwalaan yung basis. Pero hindi ka mag-arrest.
Anong gagawin ko? Alanganin man, di ba, yung mga utusan na sundalo dyan, ginagawa lang nila yung trabaho nila.
Pero Senator, you'll be able to show that application form? Siyempre,
Hindi kailangan. Ang meron ako yung amnesty certificate. Yun ang importante. Ikaw, tatanungin kita. Pag may passport ka, sasabihin nila, hindi, void yung passport mo kasi yung application po. Meron ka ba application ng passport? Wala, di ba?
So hindi mag-grant yun kung wala ka application?
Precisely. Yung pinakang proof mo, yung mismong dokumento.
Sir, clarification, you
Kaya,
admitted.
anyway, I will not dignify yung kalokohan na yan. They know it, I know it, na walang basis yan, invento nila yan. Pero sabi ko nga, we'll see. Di ba kung anong gagawin?
So patahimikin kaya?
Yes, kasi hindi ako titahimik. Lalo akong gaganahan, sabi ko nga, hindi ako matatakot, hindi ako aalis. Kundi gaganahan ako at hopefully naman yung mga kababayan natin, maliwanag na sa inyo to. Di ba? Bakit ako ayaw harapin ni Mr. Duterte?
So regular pa rin kayong a-attend ng mga hearings, sessions dito sa
Hanggang hindi pa ako na-arresto.
But the arrest could happen today, sir.
I don't know.
Because
Alam
it's
niyo naman,
effective immediately, sir.
I don't know. Sabi ko nga, bahala na. Yung legal remedies, sabi ko nga, exhaust namin. Pero hindi ko iwasan yan. Mr. Duterte, hindi ako takot sa iyo. Pero ba't kailangan mo pa pumunta ng Israel? Di ba? Para magdrama ng ganito. So, anyway, basta't darating din yung araw mo, Mr. Duterte.
Sir, means ba
darating din araw.
na-threaten sa inyo ang Pangulo kaya ginagawa ito?
Oo naman, nanginginig nga eh. Di ba?
Sir, yung timing...
Duwag tong mga taong ito eh.
Sir, yung timing ng paglabas ngayon, right before magkaroon ng hearing kay Kandidat, you think planned talaga yun?
Precisely. Yan yun. Anyway, sisimulan ko na para ganun pa rin ang epekto.
Okay,
Thank you.
Inisyu po na ating Presidente ang Proclamation number 572 na rinirevoke po yung amnestia na ibinigay kay Senator Trillanes. No? Ang rason po ay it is void ab initio dahil unang-una hindi po nag-apply ng amnesty itong si Senator Trillanes at pangalawa po, hindi po siya umamin sa kanyang pagkakasala. We're talking of 3 incidents po, Oakwood, Fort Bonifacio, and the Peninsula incidents. No? Importante po yung pag-aamin dahil ang amnesty po is an act of beneficence on the part of the state. Buburahin po ang mga pangyayari para walang krimen nangyari, pero kinakailangan umamin po, no? At walang ganyang pag-amin na ginawa po si Senator Trillanes. Questions, please.
Sir, may posibilidad po na may kasunod pa po si Senator Trillanes based sa review ng AFP sa mga amnesty na ibinigay sa mga soldiers ni dating President Duterte.
Well, sa ngayon po, ang proclamation ay laban lamang kay Senator Trillanes, no? At ang epekto nga, sang-ayon dito sa Proclamation 572 mismo, ay mabubuhay lahat yung mga kaso na nakabinbin laban kay Senator Trillanes. So far po si Senator Trillanes, but this is without prejudice kasi nangyari po talaga, and I had experience also representing some of them in the past, no? Talagang ayaw nila umamin at that time kasi hindi nila alam talaga kung magkakaroon sila ng amnesty, no? At saka yung ramifications pagdating dun sa careers nila, no? Marami sa kanila gusto magkaroon ng honorable discharge at yung pag-amin may not be a reason for honorable discharge, no? So, well, the past finally caught up with Senator Trillanes. He is responsible for his current state ngayon. Kung hindi sana niya ginawa yung Oakwood, kung hindi sana niya ginawa yung Manila Peninsula, wala po siyang ganito mga kaso ngayon.
Sir, Sir, AFP po yung tawag dito, nag-recommend sa Palasyo for the review ng amnesty?
Well, I just confirmed with several individuals. This has been in the offing na matagal na, no? And it is a combination of both the legal teams and the military establishment reviewing the records of Senator Trillanes. Now, talaga naman pong, again, no, I've had experience defending some of them, talaga naman pong issue sa maraming Oakwood yung pag-amin. At I guess yung mga panahon na yon, no, naswerte lang siya na kakampi niya yung dating presidente at hindi na nag-insist doon sa literal compliance with the provisions provided for an amnesty, no. Pero yun nga po, no, as an act of beneficence, it has to be construed strictly. At saka yung kaso po na cited naman dito, na People versus Vera, explains why yung admission of guilt is very important, no? Because without admission of guilt, hindi naman sisipa yung act of beneficence na buburuhin yung mga pangyayari na nakalipas.
Sir, what prompted the review?
Well, unang-una po, siyang gumawa ng Oakwood, siya ang gumawa ng Manila Peninsula. So, there's nothing political, these are all his acts, and dapat lang naman, no, na panagutan ang mga ginawa ng kahit sino, no. Hindi naman po pwede na magbabalot ka ng bomba sa Oakwood na take over mo ang Manila Peninsula at wala ka ng pananagutan. It doesn't work that way.
Pero sir, kasi yung concept na yung mga opposition legislators, yung mga nasasampahan ng kaso after the Lima, ito naman po si Trillanes.
Siyempre po, masasapahan ng kaso kung mayroong ginawang paglabag sa batas. Kung meron naman pong administration ng mga mambabatas na may ginawa silang batas, isumbong niyo po sa amin at kakasuhan din yan, no? Pero sa tingin ko naman, walang kaduda-duda na lumabag sa batas itong si Senator Trillanes nung ginawa niya yung Oakwood at yung Manila Peninsula.
But sir, last na, how will it affect po yung Senate considering that dalawa na yung possible na makulong?
Wala naman po epekto dahil alam naman po natin, independenteng sangay ng gobyerno ang Senado, no? At ang desisyon naman po ng Senado ay adopted as a collegial body, meaning habang naririyan po yung 23 na senador, majority of those present in any meeting, provided there is a quorum, will result in a Senate decision.
Sir, what prompted the review of the case of Trillanes?
Alam mo, dati na po ito talaga. 2 years na ito in the offing. And unang-una, hinahanap yung mga records. They had to make sure na talagang walang application at walang pag-amin itong si Trillanes, no? Pangalawa, there was also, kumbaga, maximum tolerance being showed to Senator Trillanes, no? But in the end, it is the job of the President to implement the laws. And when a grant of amnesty is void ab initio, it's part of the role of the President to rescind it or declare it as void ab initio. Of course, pwede naman pumunta sa hukuman si Senator Trillanes kung sa tingin niya mali ang appreciation ng Presidente, no? Pero dun sa issue na hindi siya nag-apply, sa issue na hindi siya umamin, tingin ko malinaw na talagang hindi naman niya ginawa yan.
Sir, is the review for the purpose of getting Trillanes jailed? Kasi what is the reason kung bakit bigla na lang na or may plano talaga na kalkalin yung kaso niya?
Una po, sinasabi ko hindi nga po biglaan to, no? It's 2 years in the offing, no? There was maximum tolerance shown, but when it was confirmed na talagang walang compliance with the requirements set forth for the amnesty, wala pong alternatibo naman ng Presidente but to execute the laws, no? So, trabaho lang po.
So, the question is, why only Senator Trillanes, considering there are a lot of them being granted amnesty during the Aquino presidency?
Well, Siguro po ang na-confirm pa lang natin ay si Senator Trillanes, no? Pero babalikan po natin 'yan kasi titignan po natin kung yung mga kasama niya ay similarly situated, no? And this is without prejudice.
Sir, retroactive ba yung years in jail? Because then he was out already by 6 years. So pagka nakulong ulit siya, may dadagdag ba yung 6 years or 7 years na nasa labas siya doon sa kanyang supposed to be ay term or jail term?
Well, you will be credited only for actual time spent in jail since hindi naman siya nakulong ng 7 years, so wala siyang benefit of the 7 years. Pero we're jumping naman one step ahead. Kinakailangan muna hatulan siya ng hukuman. No? We will give him his day in court dahil wala pa naman siyang conviction.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, hindi po ba kailangan ng concurrence ng House at Senate dun sa revocation? Kasi hindi lang yung amnesty inaprobahan ng Senado.
Well, our position is hindi po kinakailangan yan dahil unang-una, it is the job of the President to implement the law. So nung nakumpirma po na talagang yung mga preconditions for legal amnesty are not present in the case of Senator Trillanes, it is the role and obligation of the executive na i-declarang void ab initio. Pero gaya ng sinabi ko, Senator Trillanes will have his day in court not only to prove his innocence on the charges of coup d'etat against him, but also on the revocation of the amnesty. I'm sure he will go running to court.
Kakailanganin pa rin po ba yun?
Alin? Sa tingin po, hindi. In the same way na yung sa tratado ng ICC sa tingin namin ay tama na yung decision executive pagdating po dito. Kasi naman, ang kinakailangan lang po sa amnesty is concurrence, not consent. No? So it is still an executive determination whether a person should be given amnesty at magko-concur lang ang Kongreso.
Sir, just to clarify, sir, is the palace denying that the order was issued because si Trillanes is the biggest critic of the president?
We're saying he was given amnesty by President Aquino because of politics, and the declaration of void ab initio is based on law and on facts.
So legally, can you undo amnesty granted by a former president?
We're not undoing. It never was effective kasi hindi naman niya kinumply yung mga requirements. Yun po ibig sabihin ng void ab initio. There is nothing to undo because hindi naman siya naging valid from the very beginning.
So, Secretary, just a clarification. Does it mean we are opening all cases of amnesty? We are opening it to scrutiny?
Well, we will review the records and we will determine who else did not comply. No? I know for a fact that many of them complied. Ang nangyari kasi dyan, marami sila sa OCUD, yung mga umamin were ostracized heavily by the leadership. No? Kasi ang kanilang decision noon walang aminan. No? Pero nasa sa kanila po yan. No? Titignan natin kung ilan talaga yung dapat at it's up to the President to also decide kung ano mangyari dyan.
So, the Defense Department will review all.
Well, sa tingin ko po, there will be a review and because this is the President, no? So, it will be reviewed and we will find out kung sino pa yung mga dapat na ideklara na void ab initio.
Sir, just to be clear, para may nabanggit si SOJ kanina na 2013 nag-start yung review. Pero yung review ay nag-start under the Duterte administration.
Well, of course, the review of the Duterte administration started during his term. But make no mistake about it, no? Mula pa po nung time na inoffer sila ng amnesty, controversial na po yung pag-amin at yung pag-file. Actually, nagulat ako na pati application wala si Senator Trillanes. Ang alam ko lang na controversial yung mga panahon na yon kung aamin o hindi, no? And they did not want na umamin. In fact, yan yung dahilan kung bakit ilan sa mga Magdalo fell, yung kumbaga nahiwalay doon sa mainstream leadership dahil yung iba nauna nang umamin. I'm talking of Maestre Campo, I'm talking of Bolo, I'm talking of Gambala, no? Kasi ayaw nila yung umaamin. No? Pero that's a precondition of an amnesty.
So, sir, yung review was initiated during this administration?
Well, let's just say that even the previous administration should have known that an application and the admission of guilt are prerequisites, no, for an effective amnesty.
Sir, what prompted the Duterte administration to review yung amnesty and individually lang po ba yung pagkaka-review sa case niya or the whole?
Well, as I said earlier, no, the president's task is to implement the law. The review has been ongoing. I think even the individuals in the military establishment na nagbigay ng amnesty knew that they were lacking requirements. No? So it was really only a matter of time before the issue would come out.
Sir, ano yung naging basihan ng palasyo in saying that Senator Trillanes never filed his application because there were,
Tinignan po talaga nila yung records.
but there were numerous media reports, or there was, for us, there was video in 2011 that Trillanes filed his application, and that he said that in filing his application form, he signed the sections that stated that they were agreeing to their general admission of guilt.
Well, ito po, no, nandito na rin sa proclamation na na-issue, meron pong certification si Lieutenant Colonel Thea Juan Andrade, Chief Discipline Law and Order Division of the Office of the Deputy Chief of Staff for Personnel, stating that there is no available copy of his application for amnesty in the records.
So nawawala siya ng copy, or
Well, ang alam po namin, wala. Hindi sa nawawala.
how would you explain itong video ng mga media, because media networks are unearthing yung kanilang mga file na, and there are indeed videos of Trillanes filing his application form.
Hindi ko po alam yan. Basta we're relying on official records. And there's no substitute for that. No? And importante rin yung pag-amin. Ha? I think until now, hindi naman naamin talaga si Senator Trillanes na ginawa siyang paglabag sa batas.
So are you saying that the previous administration is at fault here because they just gave him amnesty that would allow him not to apply?
Let's say that the amnesty granted to him was political. He was friendly with the previous administration. That's why he was granted amnesty without compliance with the requirements set by law.
So they were aware that hindi nag-comply.
I believe so. I think it was a political accommodation on the part of the previous administration.
Will there be an arrest?
In due course, because the case will have to be revived. There is no double jeopardy dahil wala pa naman trial on the merits, no? And there was no decision on guilt or innocence. No? So the information has to be refiled, and the whole thing has to proceed again. No? There has to be a determination na tuloy na naman ang kaso, and a warrant of arrest would have to be issued again by a court. It is the court. In our scheme of government, it is only the courts that can issue warrant of arrest for the crime of coup d'etat. Now, although Proclamation 572 also says that this will revive administrative charges as well, no? I'm not too knowledgeable about court-martial proceedings, but it is very clear under existing rules that liability for coup d'etat is separate and distinct from court-martial proceedings, no? So it is without prejudice to military tribunals asserting their jurisdiction over the person of Senator Trillanes.
Sir, kailangan po ba mag-issue pa ang DOJ ng whole departure order o ng watch list order para po papigilan kung sakaling umalis si Trillanes?
Well, kinakailangan po na mag-issue ng sa rules, no? Meron na po ngayong bagong rules na inapruba ng ating Korte Suprema. Pero in the case of Trillanes, nakasampa naman po yan sa kaso, it will have to be revived, no? So pending actual revival po pwede pong mag-apply yung ating mga piskalya ng order sa korte, no? Yung under the new rules of the Supreme Court na they can petition a court now to yung preventive hold departure order na tinatawag.
Sir, in case po yung ma-arresto si Senator Trillanes, ano po yung pinaghahandaan ba ng palasyo yung maaaring maging setback nito o magiging epekto nito sa political climate po ng bansa?
Wala pong epekto to because this is just enforcing the law.
Halimbawa po, yung mga pagkilos laban sa gagawing pag-aresto kay Trillanes, mapaghahandaan po ba ito ng pamahalaan?
Hindi naman po kailangang paghandaan yan. Talaga naman pong handa ang ating administrasyon na ipatupad ang ating batas. No one is above the law. And just because someone became senator cannot remove the fact that he committed serious breaches, capital offenses of our penal laws.
Sir, yung mga halimbawa pong kilos protesta po, halimbawa may mga grupong maglunsad bilang pagtutol dun sa napipintong pag-aresto kay Senator Trillanes.
Wala pong problema yan. Maximum tolerance naman po si Presidente pagdating sa freedom of expression and freedom of peaceful assembly. And he's proven that.
Sir, kina-question ni Senator Trillanes yung timing ng release ng proclamation ngayong nasa Israel daw si Presidente. Sinadya po ba ito, sir?
Hindi po. Mas maganda nga sana nasa Pilipinas dahil nakakadepensa ang gobyerno. No? Ngayon nga pong nandito kami sa Israel, limited po ang nasasabi namin sa bagay nito. No? Dahil we have to attend to pending matters in connection with the ongoing visit here in Israel. So sa akin po, it's just coincidence. No? Pero it would have been better na nasa Pilipinas para kung todo depensa naman ng ang Estado. No? Ngayon, ang nagsasalita lang sa Pilipinas, si Senator Trillanes. He did not bat an eyelash. He is a former prosecutor, and he knows that anyone who commits a capital offense should be held accountable, not to the full extent of the law. Absolutely no such concern. Tingin po namin limitado naman ang suporta ng taong bayan na pinapakita kay Senator Trillanes. Ang dami niyang kasinungalingan na sinasabi na, wala naman naniniwala sa kanya. So ito, malinaw po sa taong bayan, pinapatupad lang po natin ang ating mga batas.
So, did the executive have prior information about the amnesty being faulty kaya it was reviewed?
Gaya ng sinabi ko kanina po, I'm sure pati po yung nagbigay ng amnesty sa kanya, alam nilang depektibo. Kasi kulang nga po, niwala man lang application at niwalang pag-amin ng pagkakasala.
Sir, was Senator Trillanes, given the due course, the due process, was he made to answer or give his side, considering that his case or his amnesty is or was under review?
Well, in the first place, he did not ask for the amnesty. It was given to him in a silver platter by the previous administration. So when you did not ask for amnesty, you're not entitled to it. When you did not admit to your guilt, which is a precondition for amnesty, then you're not entitled to amnesty. So what's there to be heard? Amnesty is not a matter of right. It's an act of beneficence. It's an act of generosity on behalf of the executive.
Last question on Trillanes. Other issue.
Wala na? Well, inaasahan po natin na mapipirmahan ang isang kasunduan, no, para po sa exploration, no, sa panig po ng Pilipinas at ng isang kumpanya dito sa Israel. No. Ito po ay with Ratio Petroleum Limited, and this is in connection with round number 5 PECR5 with an area for east of Palawan base, no? So inaasahan po natin mapipirmahan itong exploration agreement sa araw nito, no? At ito po inaatupag ni Energy Secretary Al-Kusi, no, for the past 2 days here in Israel. Well, it's another foreign investor helping us explore for energy, no, in an effort to provide energy security. I understand it is in Palawan, no. The area to be granted, no, the franchise, no, in effect, no, will be an area somewhere in Palawan as well.
Sir, there are businessmen here in Israel who have signified that they will boycott the business forum later because of President Duterte's previous remark on Hitler. Can you comment on that?
That's truly regrettable because we think the Philippines is one of the best investment destinations. Pero makikita naman po natin mamamaya, it will be a standing room only for the business forum. We will miss those who will not attend, but I'm sure interest amongst investors to invest in the Philippines remains at an all-time high. Well, wala pa siyempre dahil exploration pa lang ito. No? But anyway, siguro po in Jordan, when it's signed, we will issue copies of the signed document.
Sir, how about arms deal?
I cannot confirm until it actually happens because it's not in the schedule. But if it does happen, I'll have to tell you because that's the essence of freedom of information. Hindi ko po alam because it's not even in the schedule. So I'm reiterating, I cannot confirm something that is not in the schedule. But if it happens, I'm bound by rules of the law on ethical conduct to make it public, no?
Sir, some by purposes lang, sir, yung perennial persistent rumors na meron siya medical checks dito sa...
Well, nakikita nyo naman si Presidente, no? Nakikita nyo naman ang schedule. Medyo busy yung ating schedule. Ngayong araw na ito, whole day na naman siya. Merong pag-uusap sa Presidente ng Israel. Tapos mamayang hapon ay meron ng visit with the counterpart of the Diamond, movement, no? The Red Diamond movement. And then mamaya ay meron pa rin isang schedule, no? So we have 2 schedules in the afternoon and 1 schedule in the morning. So it's been a hectic schedule for the President. Hindi ko alam kung kailan siya pupunta nung di umano ng medical consultation. At hindi ko rin alam why he would come here, no? For medical reasons.
Sir, could you explain, especially for those who are not familiar with how the President works, yung massive holes daw dun sa schedule ni President, like he's free in the morning and all the activities are in the afternoon?
Well, I think it's, just to enable him to have sufficient time to rest, no? And for the delegation also, no? Sufficient time to rest. And have a little time to see some of the Holy Land. Para naman ang media makaikot din. O, di ba? Maraming salamat po.